Well, it has been interesting to sit in on some recent Alberta Environment and Park webinars dealing with the 2022-23 angling season. Now, one of the proposals being brought forward is a need for an angling guide license. And my next guest knows something about that. He is Ray Colress. He is the owner and operator of Real Angling Adventures based out of Athabasca. Ray, thanks very much for spending some time with us and talking about this issue today.
Thank you, Michael.
So this announcement about creating a fishing guide license, did that come as a surprise to you, Ray?
Not so much. Being that it's been in the works for, a few years now, of course. There wasn't much said on the total amount of fees. But now I know what the fees are going to be, which is, acceptable, I guess. I guess it's a way of figuring out how many guides are out there and, trying to make things, everybody accountable, stuff like that.
So I guess, do you feel that this was a move that was needed to be made, Ray, in terms of looking at angling guides differently than regular anglers?
I don't think we need to be treated differently, but it does separate us to, have the proper licensing, insurance, first aid, I guess, as well. And, I guess what I've been reading and heard is also after this year, they'll be doing more of where we would have to, the following year when we do purchase the guiding license again, there a bunch of questionnaires about numbers of days on the water and fish caught, fish released, and how many was kept, kind of thing, for species.
Speaking of accountability, do you feel that this leads down another path of potentially establishing an Alberta Fishing Guide Association similar to that that is being used by the Alberta Professional Outfitter Society that look after folks that come into the province for big game hunting opportunities? Do we need to be looking at something along those lines?
Eventually it can happen. Even the Alberta Outfitter Association might even take this up as well, be part of their group. Only time will tell. Ways of definitely promoting fishing in Alberta. Of course, when it comes to hunting guides, I guess when you're out of province or, out of country, you do need to hire a guide. Maybe that might be a step in the right direction for Alberta when it comes to people coming from other countries to hire a guide. It would definitely help the guiding situation for us, more bookings.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about that, Ray, from the standpoint of the folks that you are taking out for guided angling opportunities? Are they Albertans? Are they coming from outside the province, outside the country?
Definitely. I have lots of great clients from British Columbia that come here specifically to, over years you become good friends with them, and they come here every year, so that's not an issue for them hiring me. With COVID in recent years, it has put a little bit of a strain for international visitors, of course. Um, and in the past, I have my share numbers of visitors from other countries. Um, Hopefully that resumes here. But be nice to get more, international visitors hiring, us guides in Alberta.
I think that is a great perspective, Ray, of course, and I'm sure you've heard this many times. Our lakes are not all that plentiful, the fish in them. As we've been hearing through these consultation processes, we've got to do more to bring more fish online and provide more angling opportunities. Some people don't feel that the fish are big enough, but to hear you talk about people wanting to come in from other parts of the country and in fact even internationally to come and experience what Alberta has to offer is, I think, somewhat heartening.
No, I think like you said, the number of lakes and stuff, not the great numbers as other provinces, but the fishing opportunities are here. There is still great numbers of fish to be caught. And, there's some trophy sized fish out there. It's just the way management has done it. I would like to see more trophy sized fishing opportunities on some of the other lakes in the area. I think it's coming. I talked to a few biologists and they like to see, where it's only, slot sizes for, walleye and then of course pike, and that's happening. I think we're on the upswing of, getting things better.
Well, to anybody that follows you on social media, we certainly know that you have a line on landing some of those big walleye, big pike throughout the various water bodies and river systems that you explore. And I guess, Ray, if you say it fast enough, we're only about 3.5 months away from the opening of fishing, open water fishing here in Alberta. We want to wish you all the best with the clients that you're going to be taking out in the coming season. We'll talk again real soon.
You're welcome, Michael.